questions, questions orales. The honourable member of Calgary, Forest Lawn.
After 8 years of failed Liberal policies driving up inflation, Canadians are faced with high interest rates, higher mortgage payments, and seeing home prices double across the country. An average monthly mortgage under this government has more than doubled, going from $1,500 to more than $3,000. Home ownership is also impossible and a pipe dream for 9 out of 10 young people, as 35-year-olds are forced to continue to live in their parents' basements. Let's be clear, Liberal inflation caused this mess. Will they apologize and take responsibility for pricing young Canadians out of homes?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Madam Speaker, our plan not only makes life more affordable for Canadians, but is also fiscally responsible. We have confirmed our AAA credit rating. We have recovered 121% of our jobs lost during the pandemic, while the United States has only recovered 106%. We have maintained the lowest deficit and the lowest net debt to GDP ratio in the G7. That positions us very well to get inflation under control, improve affordability, and make sure that we create good, sustainable jobs for Canadians.
8 years of failed Liberal policies, Canadians have never had it so bad. And as Liberals continue to fist bump each other for spending hundreds of billions of dollars of other people's money, the results are absolutely horrific. 1 in 5 Canadians are completely out of money. 1 in 5 Canadians are skipping meals. And not only did Liberal inflation drive up the price of everything, they pile drive Canadians by raising taxes on them. Why are they so intent on taking more money from Canadians, leaving hardworking people and their family with less money and empty stomachs?
The Honourable Minister of Immigration, Refugee and Citizenship.
Madam Speaker, I'm getting tired of listening to the Conservatives talk down Canadians and the Canadian economy. They should be getting to work to support Canadians in their time of need. We've made efforts through this pandemic to make sure that families could continue to put food on the table and keep a roof over their heads. We made efforts to make sure businesses could keep their doors open and the lights on. Every step of the way, they have opposed these measures. We're going to be there for Canadians in their time of need because it's the right thing to do. The Conservative strategy to combat inflation is to take more money away from families. We will be there for them in the time of need, no matter what it takes.
Yes, I want to remind members that when someone has the floor that they should be listening to the answer. They may not like the answer, but they should listen to it. The Honourable Member for Calgary Forest Lawn wasn't interrupted during his question, and I would ask the same respect for when the answers are there. So the Honourable Member for Calgary Forest Lawn.
We won't take advice from the guy who broke the immigration system. And after 8 years, the Liberals continue to deny any responsibility for the Liberal inflation that they caused, causing all the pain on Canadians. But you know what? There's a list of random Liberals who prove that they are responsible. Tiff Macklem, who said inflation is homegrown. Mark Carney said inflation is a domestic issue. Bill Morneau admitted that the Liberals overspent. Even former Liberal Finance Minister John Manley said Liberal spending is fueling inflation. So should we believe these random Liberals that continue to say that everything is rosy and fine, or should we believe the other random Liberals who say it's their fault for causing inflation?
Yeah. The Honourable Minister of Immigration, Refugee and Citizenship.
Speaker, I'd point out to the honourable member who I had the pleasure of serving on the immigration portfolio with that during the next year we expect to welcome more than double the number of newcomers to this country than they did the last year that they formed government. Madam Speaker, at the same time, our strategy to support Canadians over the course of the pandemic, a once-in-a-century disaster, was successful in making sure that 9 million Canadians received CERB so they could keep food on the table. They opposed those measures. We introduced the wage subsidy that had 4.5 million workers kept on payroll so they could feed their families. They opposed those measures. They didn't just oppose them. Their leader held a press conference to say these are big, fat government programs. Conservatives would never support that. Canadians deserve that.
The Honourable Deputy